I would like just to swing to the gentleman in front of. Or I'd say gentleman, they're not. I'm gonna hit the one in front of me with my hammer. I'm gonna pull out Mjolnir and hit him.
Mjolnir. Yeah, and that completely shatters him into dust
So we've
as
just
well.
gone from the head down and just opened him up like a can of worms.
Well, not even that. He's a skeleton basically. He's
Oh,
with this weird sort of skin wrapped over parts of him, and you just poof, and he's collapsed.
Just dust everywhere.
Just dust. Yes, it's all up in your mouth and in your nose. If I was horrible, I'd make you do a Constitution save to see if it has any effect, but I won't. Cool. Next we have Erroneous Smith. What's Erroneous doing?
Erroneous is looking at see who's left. Just that one guy, yeah.
Erroneous is a wrong one. Yes.
Right. So instead, I just cast Firebolt. Cast the old fiery bolt at him.
Mm-hmm.
One.
And that
Poof.
hits. Cool.
12 damage.
You've already rolled the damage, dude.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, so 12. Oh, so I thought you
Okay.
said roll damage. Yes, 12
Yeah.
damage. Cool. Gar, what's Gar doing?
I shall try an Eldritch Blast at him.
And that
Nice.
just throws him backwards. And once he hits the floor, he doesn't get up anymore. So you've managed to beat my what am I going to call it? My first wave puzzle. Yeah.
First wave.
Call it the first wave puzzle.
Puzzle. Worrying. Right. So we've disengaged for a moment, or
You are no longer in combat. Yes.
okay.
So is there anything we can loot from?
No, mate. They really aren't. There's not a lot that you can see. I mean, none of you have actually tried to figure out what these things are. I don't know if any of you.
Yeah, I want to do a nature check. No, can I do a nature check on it?
Yeah, you did mention it. Yeah. Yes, by all means, do a nature check. Okay. So, you know that these are gnolls.
How do you know that?
So with gnolls, you know that they tend to move around in warbands. They generally don't settle anywhere. So if they're here on the rampage. With that 16, you also know that you have got some ordinary gnolls that you've killed, but also you've got some gnoll witherlings, which are these skeletal guys here. You've got some gnoll hunters, or a hunter, which was the guy up on the hill, based on that. And also a gnoll flesh gnawer. So.
Is that the came in the corner?
So this is the guy who was more feral. He's definitely he's like he's the berserker kind of guy. So you know there's a whole mixture, and the fact that there are these different types of gnolls, you know that there's probably some kind of warband.
Okay, and we're gonna have some chieftain or something we're gonna have to have a fight with at some point.
Maybe.
Okay.
Gonna fuck it up.
Well, I'm assuming that because they're tribal, so it would make sense that there would be some kind of, and there's going to be a shaman, shit with magic, piss me off.
Well, that's the thing that you know. Again, with that 16, you would know that
sense.
with the information you've been able to recall, you know that each warband is different because gnolls are essentially the creation of Yeenagu, or the demon, whose name I really can't remember. They Yeenagu. So basically, what's happened is, you know that Gnolls first appeared in the material plane after Yeenagu first rampaged across, and the hyenas that followed in his wake to scavenge the remains of everything that he killed became Gnolls. So you know that different warbands have different traits and different compositions, but they're all descended from the demon Yeenagu, sorry, not Yeenagu. Stupid demon names.
I know, right?
Being all difficult and stuff.
So, did those bone gnolls, were they lurking around, or have they come up from being eaten?
No, so they
They'd be like a magic.
they would already have been there. They would have
So
been.
they're just this creature. They've not been not like with the storm zombies and that.
No, they would be part of the warband.
They're part of the warband. Because they're demonic and gnolly.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Well, let's get a move on.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you make your way up
Downtown.
Yeah.
Before we move,
Yes, mate.
Total new question. I apologise. The spear I chucked up the hill. Is that possible for me to go and collect it?
You can, and I will get you to roll to see if it's of any use when you find it. You can either try and climb the hill, in which case, try and climb this rock face, in which case I'd want an athletics check from you, or you can try and find a way around.
We will climb the hill.
Okay. Can you roll an athletics check for me? And you're up. You're like you basically just stroll up. You don't even need to use your hands. You sort of walk in like that. Sort of.
Depending on how high, it takes one step and he's halfway up.
Yep. Roll a d10. Yeah, fuck it. We'll just say that. Yeah, it's in decent nick. When you get it back.
Sure.
Yeah, I can't be bothered. It's a one-off, so I can't be bothered getting you guys to roll and stuff to see what nick is in. Cool. Okay. Right. So we'll get a move on here. So you make your way up the trail here. I'm just going to move you all, just to make my life a little bit easier.
I was just going to say that I would shout up and say, can he see anything from up there in terms of...
So while he's up there, he can see, and you guys can probably see it from where you are anyway. Yeah. There's a slope here, leads up onto another track, which then leads from east to west and around a corner. From where he was, you wouldn't see much else than that.
Okay,
so you
cool.
get up to here and you can see that this is where the caravan, or the remains of the caravan, the trade caravan that Roland was part of, where you can see bits of flesh have been scattered. It looks like a feeding frenzy has happened here, but you know that based on the debris and based on the blood spatter and everything, that a full caravan has not been killed. A full caravan's complement of guards, of merchants, of wagoneers and teamsters has not been killed here.
It's just
Can
not
I
enough.
do a history check to see how long ago this would have happened?
No, you can do a survival check. That was history is recalling lore.
Oh, okay.
Of history. Survival is what it's like tracking.
Yeah.
And shit.
Yeah.
So that's actually in the handbook as well, tracking and shit.
Don't know shit.
You can tell that the blood is starting to dry. So it can't have happened too long ago.
Based on the guy coming back as well.
Yeah, based on the fact that Roland has made it back. It took you guys a couple of hours to get here, so it would have taken him a little longer. So it was probably first
Within
thing
a day
in the
or
morning,
something.
certainly
Half a day,
within
like-
a day. Yeah.
Okay.
Should we proceed up the ravine with caution
I would agree.
this time?
Yeah.
Does how's our giant feeling? Because he took a lot of attacks.
Yeah, he did take a beating, didn't he?
Can we take a moment to
Can I
recuperate?
roll an insight?
It's
check
up to you,
if
Alex.
We can make a like if there's anything we can make use of, like for healing or anything around here, like that might have been on the wagon.
You can see a few bits and pieces, but you can, at first glance, you can tell. Well, actually, yeah. Go on, do an investigation check.
Can I?
If Sean, you want to do the investigation check with advantage, if everyone's looking.
I think it's
I'll roll it twice then.
Yeah.
Not that I really needed to with
Cool.
that
So
first
that
roll.
19, you can tell that there are some supplies in this wagon here. Let's have. Let me. There are 4. I want to say second level
Potions
healing
of-
spells, but like healing potions.
potions of supreme healing. Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're not
Yeah,
supreme
4 of
healing.
them. Quick, straight to the trader and sell them.
Yeah.
There's nothing but fizzy pink ones.
Yeah, they're the pink ones. No, there's 4 greater healing. Potions of greater healing. Potion of greater healing is 44. Oh, I've
Plus something.
just had it here. Yeah, I think it's 44 plus 4. I
That's
just
about
had it.
right.
I was just
It's-
looking at it.
Lower is 4 plus 1d4 plus 4, isn't it? So
It's
or 2d4 plus 4.
It's
So one thing.
It's 44 plus 4.
There we are.
So, Alex, I mean, in theory, you could all take one.
I wouldn't take one anyway. As I said, I
pretty healthy.
bought 3 with me, little ones,
Okay.
which I could take. But if I might
I'd
take
take-
them,
I'll
that's
hold on to one.
I'll take 1, and I'd say give 2 then to the barbarian.
Perfect, yeah.
Paste
Thanks,
it.
everyone.
Yep. So if you roll 4d4, so in order to do that, mate, on the left-hand side of your screen, you've got a little grey bar. One of those has got a little. There you go. So you get 12 points of healing back to start with from that one. That's a bad roll. You got 2 1s. So that puts you back up to 49.
Yeah, we're happy with that for now.
Okay.
And then I'll take it. I'll just put one of the others in my inventory.
Yeah, you just bang it. You just pop it in your bag. Gar, was Gar taking one as well,
on each one of my little ones.
or was he going to hold on to it?
So I got 3 little ones.
All right, you can
I-
take one of
2d4
yours.
I will
2d4
hold on
plus
to
2.
mine for now.
Yes,
Yeah,
mate.
done.
And you're going to hold on to yours, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, lovely.
2, so I'll take one of mine.
Okay,
That's,
so I'm just going to, for ease of doing stuff. There you go, you get 6 points back. For ease of doing stuff, I'm going to move you guys up here myself. Who's going first?
Who's a sneaky guy?
I'm a
Where's
I'll
sneaky
say
guy.
use the midget.
Gone again. He's gone again, and he appears to have also gone
Okay.
seat.
We'll assume that he's going first. So I'll move him up there. Toby, it is decided you are taking point.
Oh,
Who is coming up
If you're a sneaky,
behind
sneaky boy,
Toby?
we'll follow along. I think Big Chop should probably come up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd-
Alex,
he's
are you
gonna
going up
stay
behind him? Yeah.
What you got, dude?
Yeah, I'm more than happy to go behind Jerome.
17 stealth.
Okay, yep, that's fine.
Dude, come say hello. Come say hello to
Hey, Tate.
More stealth.
like his outfit.
Oh, you got ducky pajamas. Who made those ducky pajamas for you?
I know who made those. Who made those lovely ducky pajamas?
Come on, then.
Someone's talented wife. I
Yes,
believe.
she did. Yeah. Whenever anyone buys my youngest clothes now, she goes, "Oh, that person made me this clothing," because she assumes that because her mother can make clothes, everyone makes clothes. So,
Thank you.
cool. Okay, so Jerome, you are going
I'm
first.
gonna come up behind whoever's. I'll either take second or. Kind of hoping that the big chops would go ahead. Operation Human Shield.
Okay.
Half human, half ice giant shield.
So Alex, are you moving or?
Yeah, I'll move.
So where are you going to move up to?
So
Cool. So we've got the rogue in front, 2 spell chuckers at the back, and the meat shield in the middle, ready to jump in away. Cool. Okay. So as you make your way down the track, I'll move you down to here. As you get to there, did you want to do anything?
I'm still being a
You're being all stealthy.
stealthy boy. So I suppose I'll roll a perception, see what happens.
Okay. I mean, that's fine. You can't hear. You can see that there are some tracks, some scuff marks in the ground here where something's been dragged. You see a few spots of blood.
Okay.
the
I'm
hell?
gonna stay like a few foot ahead.
So you're going to stay ahead.
Of, like, I'm being quite stealthy, so there's no point in me hanging around here, is there really? Like,
Yeah, there's no
so-
point in being stealthy right in front of your friends.
Yeah, so I'm gonna scout ahead.
Okay,
And we'll
so
go
that was
slowly behind.
okay. Cool. So if you want to keep moving up,
The two of them are literally like the Gruffalo and the mouse.
yeah. Okay.
Okay, so
As
I'll
you-
stop at like this bend
Oh.
here.
As you start to come round the corner, so you're being stealthy, aren't you?
Yeah.
Let me.
It's a cat. What? Meow. Angry,
So I'm just having a
unhappy
look.
cat just appeared.
Okay.
Oh.
So as you come round that corner, your stealth is making it so that you are not seen. However, you hear cackles, growls, and snarls. You hear. Hang on, let's get these guys out. And you see gnolls and hyenas. Quite a few gnolls and hyenas hanging around outside. Let's have a quick look where you are, and you can see a cave entrance here. And from within that cave, you can also hear more cackles and growls and snarls.
Okay. What I'm gonna do is write on like a note everything I've seen, and I'll fire it on like an arrow back to these lot. But at the end, I'm gonna put like scouting
That'd be-
ahead.
Fucking hell.
So you're going to aim here, like right in
For the
front of
ground,
where they
right
are.
there, yeah.
Okay, yep, go
Yeah.
ahead. In fact, yeah, I'm not even going to make you do a roll for it. I'm